to Van-Life.
And I was like, oh, here I am in the parking lot of a shopping mall and Walmart. This day is turning out less and less to be what I had hoped it would be. These views are insane. Probably the single worst I've ever had. Growth requires change. Sip coffee. And I'll see you there. Well, welcome to Van-Life, where you make changes very quickly and have to be adaptable. I wasn't planning on coming back to, I was planning on coming back to Scottsdale yesterday for sure, but just to get errands done, and then what I wanted to do was head up further north, but I did laundry and it ended up taking too long. So decided I'll just take a pivot and stay in Scottsdale and go to a coffee shop this morning, and I guess show you what it's kind of like to live on the road, because this is kind of the stuff that happens and you just have to be adaptable. And the best thing about this lifestyle is you can be adaptable. And so, whether or not you want to sleep on the side of the road in Scottsdale or in some National Forest BLM land, you can do it all, folks. So anyway, I'm gonna go in, see if we can get some work done, and then take you on to whatever's next. Okay, welcome back to the van. Got some good work done this morning. I sent my first email to all of my users for my software for new feature, weekly summary emails showing you what's been outperforming that week, new comments, etc., etc. Hopefully keep people engaged. That's kind of the goal there. So it's 11:15. Sometimes I will work until noon-ish. Sometimes 11:30. Kind of depends. Got my phone screen repaired a week ago, and it's been kind of acting funny. So I'm gonna see if I can go back and see if they can fix it or make it better. And then the plan is to probably have some lunch, do a little chat, and then hit the road towards the mountains, basically, Payson, Arizona. So anyway, that's kind of it. Let's hit the road. Well, this day is turning out less and less to be what I had hoped it would be for this video. But I think honestly it's turning into more of this is what the reality is of life on the road. I am at a shopping mall north of Phoenix. I just went into the guy that repaired my phone. They're taking a second look at it. He was like, if we do a new repair, it might take 2 hours. And I was like, oh, I wanted to be camping up in the mountains all day today. So, yeah, anyway, we are in a parking lot. We have some lunch going, picking up some tempeh. We're gonna snack on some nuts, leftover salad from yesterday. I like to make basically double salad every day so that I have it basically ready to go the next day, and I'll just throw on some more tempeh. And since I don't have my phone, we have Starlink cord going up to the roof there, and gonna use my laptop and make sure I'm checking my email and watch some YouTube videos. So just gonna hang out here and see what happens next. Just having some my lunch here as I sit here. I was kind of thinking about, I'm not entirely sure what I want to title this video, but one of the ideas was talking about comfort and freedom, and I kind of want to make a different video on this, but I feel like life on the road and van life and travel is the life of duality. It's a life of highs and lows, boring moments and exciting moments. It's like some days you're camped out in a beautiful area, beautiful camp spot, the sunsets are gorgeous, and sometimes you're eating lunch in the parking lot of a shopping mall. I think it's that duality that makes this life so interesting, and it makes it so gripping. When I was deciding to make this decision, jump into the chaos of life on the road, I had come to a point where I felt like I was too comfortable in my apartment, that it was hindering my growth. And I've always told the story of like, your apartment is designed to make you comfortable. It's designed to be comfortable, but growth is designed to be uncomfortable. It requires discomfort, And I wanted to grow more. I wanted to change more. And look, I don't think the answer is to quit your apartment lease or break your apartment lease or not renew and buy a van and live on the road, or do something drastic. I think I made this decision because it was at the same time of like getting into exploring and road trips and seeing this as an opportunity for me. Did I think that in 2.5 years I would still be in my van? No. But I think if I were to apply this generally, we all need something that challenges us, something that forces us to be uncomfortable, whether that's a project, through the job, through weekend trips, or things that we're working towards. And I think at that period of my life, I didn't have that, and I went to the extreme. And not that the extreme is a bad thing, but growth requires change. But that change doesn't have to be physical, but it has to be something, Anyway, just what I'm thinking about. Comfort, growth. Gotta finish this lunch and get on to what's next. So I just went in to check on the phone, and they said they're going to put a new screen on it, and it's going to take about 2 hours. So I figured I would get some work done in the meantime, because there's not much else to do. So here I am in the parking lot of a shopping mall and Walmart, going to get some work done on my laptop. I've been baking in the sun out here. Okay, so phone is repaired. It actually seems to be working this time. So very grateful for the guys in there. They were very nice. Finally, it is 2:50 p.m. I got about 41 minutes of work in there in the parking lot here. And we are going to head east up into the mountains. Should be about hour and a half drive. Let's see if we can finally just find some place to camp. It's been a longer day than I anticipated, but you gotta be adaptable. So anyway, let's get the show on the road.
Well, we have found ourselves a little spot here. I had seen this spot on one of the apps that I use, and I thought it might be good. I just wasn't expecting it to be this absurdly good. These views are insane. Actually insane. And this is kind of the duality that I was talking about at lunch. To go from sleeping on the side of a street this morning to eating lunch in the parking lot of a shopping mall and doing work in that parking lot to ending up spending the evening watching the sunset at the top of this mountain is like, I can't quite explain it. I'm just very grateful that I was able to at least capture a glimpse of what this is like. And I think it's the duality that makes this life so interesting. There's no good without bad. There's no highs without lows. And I think that's part of the reason that you can appreciate a view like this so much more, is that like you were looking at parking lots and concrete all day, you know? If I weren't trying to drive east right now to Albuquerque, I could spend the next week here, camped right here on the top of this mountain. It's just insane to me. And hopefully I have been able to at least capture a glimpse of that to share with you. So as the sun kind of crests the peak, the mountain peak over there, I think I'm gonna heat up some leftover dinner and just sit out here and watch the sunset. It's a beautiful, clear sky. Well, sun's down, done with dinner. I got a big day of driving tomorrow, and this past week my body has been fighting with something. My recovery score is still not good. That's my entire week, which is probably the single worst I've ever had. Recovery score is just basically a combination of health metrics, heart rate variability, resting heart rate, respiratory rate, takes into consideration like stress, activity, workload, stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to get some extra sleep tonight and smash a day of driving tomorrow. The next couple of days are a lot of travel logistics, so work when I can. But it's one of those times when you're back to laying foundations for your future self. Anyway, I think I would close out this video saying, on the theme and topic of comfort and freedom, I don't want to give the impression that this is the optimal life, that it's the best, or that even it's the life that I will choose to continue to live. I don't know how long. Well, I'm going to be flying abroad very soon, so I know how long. But, I don't know how long generally I will continue to live on the road. But I can tell you, giving up the comforts for freedom like this, it has been hard to beat. I mean, you can't really beat this freedom. And I just know my past self would be very jealous of where I am right now. And so, nothing but gratitude for these opportunities that I've had and how I've spent my time here. So, if I can impart one thing onto you, I would say that comfort is a scale. It's a sliding scale, it's a spectrum. And so start with what's easier. Start with what's just a little bit outside your comfort zone and build from there. And so I will leave you with that gorgeous sunset, gorgeous place. It has been a real trip here in Arizona, and I'm excited for what's next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.